Yo, my name is Marcus and today we're gonna go over a game called OBSIDEO. It's supposed to be something like Phasmophobia. I guess the whole ghost hunting idea is a genre now, so let's go over the settings for a little bit. Nothing too fancy going on. We got audio settings, we got controls. Read them before you go into a game, pretty important to know. Then you go to visuals, and for some reason when you change something, the next time you're gonna load into your game, it's all set back to default. So I think the developer has to fix that, but it's a new game, you know what I'm saying. Then we go to the controls, maybe go over it a little bit if you want to change something. But important right here, go to the tutorials, check out all the tools that you can use, you know what I'm saying, because there's a lot to go through, and they actually did it in a pretty good way, I think. Having like a board above the tool, and you can basically just read what you can do. It's a lot to digest, but I would suggest you to just like at least read it once so you have some kind of idea what you have to do. So if you want to play this game with friends, like one of you actually has to host a game and your friend has to go to Steam and join your game. From what I've read, like when you actually click on play, the developer is working on it to, fix that. So you can just like be in the game and then join somebody. Press B to select the map. By default, for some reason, hard mode is selected. I think they're gonna change that as well. I'm not sure, but let's hope so. It's not that big of an issue, but I don't think anyone who starts the game wants to start on hard mode. Once you load into the game, you will notice that the animations are a little clunky, but outside of that, the game looks okay. You can tell it's a new game, but it's all good. In OBSIDEO, your priest trying to perform exorcism on ghosts. So basically you do the same as in Phasmophobia, and for those who are not familiar with the game, you pick up tools so that you and or your friends can find clues to find out where the ghost is located. The tools serve their purpose. I haven't noticed anything glitching or bugged out. Everything is working, so that's all good. While you're figuring out where the ghost is located, you have to observe what the ghost is doing. There's a whole list of what the ghosts do for you to determine what ghost you're dealing with, which is pretty hard because there's a whole list of stuff that they can do. It's divided in 4 sections. It's common, uncommon, rare, and extremely rare. I don't know which ones to look at, but if I think about it logically, it would be common and rare. If you choose the wrong ghost, it can make it more aggressive too. You have a heart rate sensor, so if you press H, you can see a heart rate. If it goes up too high, it's more likely for the ghost to go on a hunt. To decrease your heart rate, you have to go outside, which leads me to one thing I either haven't figured out yet, or is just part of the game. There is no way to escape the ghost when he is hunting. We have basically tried everything from walking all the way to the back to the house, to hiding in a room, closing the door, turning off the flashlights, and etc. The only thing we could do was go outside, wait until he's hunting, and go back in. After he's done hunting, of course, because when he starts hunting, the front door closes, which can be a problem in certain occasions because depending on what tools react to the ghost, you might have to stay inside because your heart rate has to be above 140 for an exorcism to work. I personally got annoyed by it while playing the game, but then again, maybe we were doing something wrong, and if so, please let me know in the comments. And to sum things up, you can see and feel that it's a new game. The animations are a little bit weird at the moment, but from my understanding, the developer works hard to fix the game. So there's certain things you would have to accept until he has the time and fundings to solve them. I personally enjoyed the game. I like that it's not an easy game and that you actually have to do some research to understand what to do. But as I stated in the video, the thing that really threw me off is that we couldn't figure out how to escape the ghost when he's hunting. And I don't expect it to be easy. I would just be happy if there was a little chance of surviving a hunt. So, would I recommend this game? Yes, it's pretty fun to play with friends, there's a lot of thinking involved, and you have to pay attention to what the ghost does while you're figuring out the clues. Plus, the developer is doing a lot of updates, which indicates that he is actually trying to fix the game and the problems that it currently has. I hope you guys figured out how to escape the ghost while he's hunting, because that would have definitely made my experience a lot better. My friend Ryan had something to say about it too, so you guys have an opinion on the game from both perspectives. Let's say somebody comes to you and says, yo, I saw this game OBSIDEO on Steam.
Yeah.
And from your experience in the game now, what would you say to him? Would you be like, buy it? Or would you be like, don't do it, the game is not ready for it yet?
It's difficult because I know that I'm one of these gamers that doesn't like these fiddly kind of dynamics to the game. For example, I like the game Enlisted because you go in and you shoot a load of people, and if you die, you die. I'm not
Mhm.
too bothered. If I couldn't play Escape from Tarkov because you've got to configure your gun, get everything right, constantly leveling up. No, no, no. I just want to go and play the game. So for me, as that kind of gamer, I don't think it's a bad game at all. I think actually it's a good game. But for me, it's not a game I would go out and purchase. I like a hover game, but I like hover games with um, puzzles within them. This is just too fiddly. There's too many question marks around it right now for me. I think getting killed straight away, yeah, that's a difficult one for me to get past. And I think we're playing pretty much on easy mode, and we're finding it challenging. I just like to have a bit more clarity in the game, but that's me personally as a gamer. I like more clarity rather than finding things out. I want to know what I got to do, and I'm going to go do it.
So that was it for this video. I hope you had a good understanding of how the game works and how it's looking right now. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing, leave a comment, and like the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.